What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Goes a long way for you because you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Just throwing this out there. If it's your first time watching the video, I haven't done this for a long time, but it's called Leans, Likes, and Locks. I always feel like I should explain that from time to time. Feels like the first day of the week going into this Monday, probably the time to do it. A lean, it's something that I haven't bet yet. It's something I'm thinking about, or it's just a game I have no regard for. And if I'm you told me my life depended on picking something for that game at that moment, that's what I would come up with. A like, that's something that I'm either thinking about betting or might be waiting for a better number, or something that just legitimately I like, and you should bet it, and you shouldn't have to think too much about it. But there's the caveat that news can change things on the like, whereas a lock is something that I'm firing up in bulk, have no problem whatsoever adding it to the card. But one of the tough things about doing the show the night before is that I can't always be there to hold your hand to help every single play out as news comes in. Things are going to drastically change, and will the majority of the time every play I have here reflect identically to my card? Yes, most of the time it will, but we had a Zach LaVine thing that popped up last week in the Paris game. Lots of things that were weird about that one with my spreadsheet, and just wanted to fire up the points prop. Hopefully you guys got the memo on that. I had the Chicago 6.5 that I put in the YouTube comment section, and I forgot to put it on my card to begin with. Lots of things that happen in flux because I am giving you guys analysis. I'm looking at basketball nonstop, around the clock, trying to give you everything I have to be successful in the betting department. It really just is carving out little edges here and there, finding ways to beat closing line value, and that is why this video comes out way early. Hopefully it helps on your process, helps you guys come up with a great card yourself day in, day out. And hey, if you guys want to sign up for the card that I give out every single day, right around 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific time, sign up at the premium Discord below. There's a link there. First week is completely free, so if you don't like it, I'll refund your money. How does that sound? $0, 0 cents. I make no sense sometimes, but check out DraftKings too. Bet $5, win $200 in bonus bets. That's in the video description box below with a lot of other lovely things. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, y'all. That's the longest intro I've had in a long time. I feel like talking basketball. We've got 7 games on Monday's slate. Let's get to the picks. We start our day off with murder. The Bucks on the road as 11-point favorites against our adopted son, Pistons squad. And friends, I've been known to boyan from time to time to ride Killian Hayes assist props in his home country. Thank God, not points. Even Jaden Ivey when I'm feeling really frisky and I really don't want to. But how do we tango with this Pistons team in a positive way whatsoever under these circumstances? And what are these circumstances, you asked? I don't know, that'd be a weird thing to do. They're huge dogs because 1, Bucks get back Giannis. 2, the Bucks get back Chris Middleton. 3, this team is basically a fully operational Death Star. I know I say that a lot about a lot of basketball teams, but I had to say it here. You know what? Let's try a different movie. How about we do that? In the words of Samuel L. Jackson, as he so eloquently put in Jurassic Park, beautiful movie, hold on to your butts. I mean, this team, they're going to start wrecking very shortly. And with some of the pressure off Drew Holiday to do everything, efficiency, all of it, defensively, this guy was doing everything all the way around. I expect his efficiency to be up all the way around for everybody going forward. So you want to dance? Let's dance right off the bat here. Just dance. 11-point like button here. Yeah, we're going to lay the 11 here with the Bucks. Again, I'm starting to get better. I've had a better read on some of these double-digit games in recent weeks. I'm going to continue with the trend. Might have noticed something in my model, but either way, it's just grades out around 13, 12.5, 13. That's good enough for me to give the thumbs up. Now, this is wild. The Celtics facing the Magic down in Orlando. No Marcus Smart, no Malcolm Brogdon, but apparently no problem. The Celtics are still 7.5-point road favorites. That's the power of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, though. 2 just ho-hum offensive and defensive wings. Just run-of-the-mill. Keep in mind, though, this is the front end of a back-to-back here for Boston, so anything is possible to just randomly pop up here. They have been known to stagger from time to time, have Jaylen Brown play one side of it, Jason Tatum play the other one. Not completely shocked if something like that happens. And Robert Williams is questionable. I do not think he plays both of these games on the back-to-back. So looking at him possibly giving it a go tomorrow, that being Tuesday. I'm talking to you on Sunday night, so I should think about that a little bit more. Monday, I do not think he plays, is the way I'm putting it. But I'm looking more at the Orlando side of this one, not just for props, but possibly a bet. In fact, I did toy with the possibility of the Magic. basically back to full strength, especially with this fun piece returning, Jonathan Isaac. This dude, you probably never heard of him. For a lot of you other people, if you watch NBA from a couple years ago, he's been basically gone for 2 years. ACL reconstruction surgery, multiple surgeries on multiple things. He's likely going to be limited to around 22 minutes tops in this one. He's had 3 G League appearances, played right around that in each one of those. So I just like him as a piece. He's a big wing, can be offensively and defensively minded. You play him alongside Paulo Banchero, Markelle Fultz, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Bull. They have some pieces in Orlando now, but I'm not sure what has led to the struggles of late for one Paulo Banchero, but I expect him to bounce back in terms of minutes, usage, and opportunity very, very soon. He's hit something of a rookie wall of late, but 26.5 PRA, points plus rebounds plus assists, is his prop line right now. The man averages 21, 6.5, and 4. That's 31.5 by my count. See how quick I did that, which is not the line. So certainly Isaac returning, the emergence of Wagner and Fultz playing alongside of him, it's led to less shooting volume. He hasn't shot the ball well at all, but this is the number 1 pick in the draft we're talking about. He still has a positive estimated plus minus around the 75th percentile on dunks and threes. And despite the shooting woes, I gotta imagine things are going to get better. So with all of that in mind, pretty random prop early on in our day, something that I don't think I've had Paulo Banchero on the card all year long, but he's there now. Over of 26.5 points, plus rebounds, plus assists. Another thumbs up. Serious question. Has Zach LaVine ever let us down in the premium Discord? Serious. I think anything I post in there revolving around this guy has been gold all year long. Kind of transferred Bojan to LaVine. Who's next? I don't know, but probably Domantas Sabonis. Let's be serious. But I got concerned about 3-point volume. I hit eject on that. Talked about it in the intro. But the points prop, it over-adjusted. We were able to capitalize when it went to 25.5. Hence, in the intro, I'm not going to rehash that again, but I'm glad subs in the premium Discord got on the right play. News can change. Things can change. You got to use new information all the time. DeMar DeRozan not being on a minutes limit, not something that I expected to happen there in that spot. He played 38 there in Paris. I guess they just wanted to show off, to NBA teams. Well, 1.5 NBA teams. Let's not give the Pistons that much credit. But on to today, the Bulls face the Hawks, and it would be accurate to say I have a tumultuous relationship with this Hawks team. They got Clint Capella back in the fray. They're playing DeJounte Murray and Trae Young alongside each other. I never get them right. I never know who's going to do what. We have to wait on Bogdanovic, who did not play on Saturday. We'll see if he ends up playing. He's questionable. Same thing with the Okongwu, who got dinged up. Those are just 2 pieces of news, but they don't really do much to me here. But my job gets more difficult when I'm trying to figure out this Hawks team. I mean, I get upset. And when Mr. Bigglesworth gets upset, people die. By the way, are they going to ever come out with an Austin Powers 4? I would like that. 3 sucked. Anyway, back to the game. I'm leaning the over of 26.5. Oh, shit. Yeah, 26.5. It's a bigger number. Just saying. Different than 25.5. But I want to look further into this, why that point is going to matter so much. It's just small edges over a long period of time. Minus 106 on FanDuel. That is on the 26.5. Want to do a little bit more looking into it. I don't want to just say, because I know he's kind of been the golden child, I don't want to blindly say take the over of 26.5 points here. So we're calling it a lean for today. Yes, just a lean, mainly because nothing else in this game looks all that appealing to me. You have a nearly full strength Atlanta team. Bogdanovic news might give us a little bit of an edge if they release props ahead of it. Not positive that they will. We would definitely be looking at shorting Trae Young and DeJounte Murray in the points situation if Bogdanovic comes back, but I don't know what those lines are. So there you go. Can't make up stuff that doesn't exist yet. Let's just move along, shall we? Zach LaVine, our golden child, over 26.5 points. Look at this lovely guy. The world hasn't let him down. The grays in his hair, barely even noticeable. These are all beautiful things, just like the bet on your screen. Bet $5, win $200 at DraftKings Sportsbook right now. Head to that video description box below. Click on the link. Sign up now. You bet $5 on any market, you're going to get yourself $200 in bonus bets this second. That seems like a great thing that you should take advantage of. I wish I could be signing up for DraftKings over and over and over and over and over and over and over, just Marshawn lynching it. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. If you're 21 and over, you can take advantage of this promotion. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all, back to the picks. The Timberwolves and Rockets run it back from Saturday's tilt, this time down in Houston. Yay, my Timberwolves won. What a time to be alive. It's a rarity. Rudy Gobert questionable, Taurean Prince questionable, which matters a lot for the prop world, and Kevin Porter Jr. out for the Rockets with Jabari Smith questionable. Now, good lord to the center position in this one. Let's start with the Minnesota side. If Gobert plays, I'm happy because I have no idea what I would do here if he doesn't. Naz Reid only played 15 minutes. He had 2 early fouls. He always has 2 early fouls. Then him and Luka Garza led to Nathan Knight smashing because Luka Garza got 2 quick fouls. Everybody, you get a foul and you get a foul. Everybody gets a foul. Did he earn any sort of minutes in the rotation as a result of that? I would hope not. It's Nathan Knight, for God's sake, but we'll find out. Hopefully Gobert's back and this won't be such a concern for me prop-wise, fantasy-wise, because I don't want to lose money in this situation. As for the Rockets, much more clear-cut. Alperen Sengun, I said he was that dude on the offensive end this season, and my goodness, he is that dude. He's playing monster minutes, putting up gaudy box score after gaudy box score as KPJ is out, and it's not an anomaly, and I think he'll be even more of a featured player when KPJ returns. He's simply too skilled offensively not to. Plus, again, KPJ, Jalen Green, we just got to get these guys better. They just got to be better. Be better. That's all I'm asking from you. You have the second worst record in the league, actually the worst record in the league at 10-26. They're second worst in terms of adjusted net rating, but playing through Sengun, a decent enough spot. Playing against this Minnesota team with, the questionable Rudy Gobert. If Gobert is out, I'm going to be looking at Alperen Sengun for sure. Say what you want about Rudy Gobert. Alperen Sengun is not a guy who's going to go step out and knock down threes in your face. No stretch fives that have been very successful against him in years past. But I'm definitely going to be looking and leaning towards the Houston 6.5 here. I'm going to wait, though. I think we might be able to get 7.5. I think this is just a wait and see approach. I'd be happy to not have Houston on the card, for the love of God. But Alperen Sengun playing at a high level, much more interested in laying the 6.5 with no Gobert. This is kind of a tough spot for me. We've got the Charlotte Hornets facing the Utah Jazz, and I don't like a ton in this game outside of Lauri Markkanen, apparently. He's just going to go for infinity points every single night out, except for last time out against Brooklyn. Brooklyn won that one on Friday, I believe it was. Yeah, they played on Friday. Only 22-11 for Lauri Markkanen. Ho-hum for a guy who's averaging 25, 9, and 2 now. Has been the emerging budding star for this basketball team. My big thing there is Kelly Olynyk out. You've got Walker Kessler been a big prominent part of that rotation, taking some of the rebounds away from other guys out there because Kelly Olynyk sure wasn't before. Just throwing it out there. We got to be paying attention to that news. But Kelly Olynyk going to continue to be out there. Not a great rebounding big, definitely a bad defensive big. Can knock down a shot from time to time. But either way, he will not be active for this one. And on the Charlotte side, LaMelo Ball is questionable. Huge piece of news that's pending here. And I'm going to just throw it out there. Regardless of his status, regardless of it, I think that this is a decent enough bet to be hitting the over. I would call it a lean if you made me just bet it instantly here, but I'm going to make a perspective like on the Charlotte-Utah game on the over of 235.5, and here's why. We've got the opportunity to have LaMelo Ball getting back into this game. He is so bad on the defensive end and so good on the offensive end. At this point, this margin would go from around a 237 that I would currently have it at to around 239.5. That is a pretty noticeable difference, and I don't think people understand how gettable Utah is around the basket. Actually, I think they're starting to figure out. Terrible rebounding team. Walker Kessler playing big minutes for a reason, and again, I just wish he were in a Minnesota uniform, but such is life. I do think points will be abundant in this one. I do think LaMelo Ball probably plays, considering he wasn't even upgraded to questionable before. Feel really good about his chances of playing. So it's a line that I think already sets up nice for us. I'm going to put a very, very small play on it. So that I have to call that a like for you guys if I'm going to be betting it from the onset. But I think it could be closer to that 239 number, especially if you get news early on that LaMelo Ball is going to be good to go. Really good at offense, really bad at defense. Whereas on the flip side of it, Dennis Smith Jr. would have been somebody who played more in the absence of everybody that's been there. Kelly Oubre going to continue to be out. Gordon Hayward is back for that team. But Dennis Smith Jr., not known for his offense, very much a defensive-minded point guard. Portland's on a back-to-back in this one. They face the San Antonio Spurs, and don't have much to do here. Much ado about nothing here. We do have a line and a total. which is a little bit strange because the game is going on as I'm saying this right now. Portland playing the Lakers up north, and now they're going to be hosting the Spurs on this back-to-back. Be on the news for some news that could possibly drop to get me away from doing something silly, but when there's no line out yet, or sorry, when there is a line, but when I can't tell who's going to be healthy for tomorrow, when it's a back-to-back, I want to be waiting on those kind of situations, and I think this is a pretty clear-cut one where we sit back, let it unfold, don't need to rush anything, but I think you know by now, with no Devin Vassell out there, this San Antonio Spurs team is not one that I want to be backing in any sensible way. God forbid I ever recommend a Trey Jones points prop ever again. Just come over. Actually, don't come over. That'd be really creepy. But either way, we are looking at the Portland side. I am leaning there on the 8.5. Would like to kind of have some kind of confirmation that, Nurkic, Lillard, all the normal guys are still good to go before betting in. And our last game of the night, Memphis, coming off an absolute ridiculous first half, followed by an absolutely ridiculous second half surge against the Suns. I don't even know what to say about that basketball game. They got walloped in the first half, only scored 37 points. It was 62-37 at halftime of the Phoenix-Memphis game. Memphis is currently just down 6 with a little over a minute to play. Phoenix still should be able to hold them off in that one, but it'd be kind of interesting. I really don't care. I think -8, pretty dead with that bet, but that's a story for a different day. This is the story for today. They face the Sacramento Kings, and our adopted son, yes, said we've kind of handed off the torch a little bit this year, but I have now hit 3 consecutive triple doubles on this video. 3 consecutive. Do you know how insane that is when you're getting paid out plus 200 and greater? The Ben Simmons one by a landslide. I guess that was in the premium Discord, but either way, the last one, Domantas Sabonis, was never in doubt. Halfway through the third quarter, capitalized on the triple double, and I look at Memphis on this back-to-back. Do they play Steven Adams on the back-to-back? Does it become a Brandon Clark undersized spot? I'm not sure. Lots that is still to be determined here. I doubt everybody from Memphis plays on this back-to-back, but I do think you want to pay attention to Domantas Sabonis. Sacramento, they didn't have to play basketball today. How nice for them. They got to kick their feet up, relax. Sabonis coming off of his 94,832nd consecutive near triple-double. It feels like he's in the ballpark every single day. And at this point, he smashed for us against OKC, 18, 14, and 14. Against Philly, I didn't bet that one. I thought Embiid was going to play. He did not. 16, 10, and 9. Why don't we just run it back to figure it out for the rest of the day? Triple double. Domantas Sabonis. Lock. Button. We're going for 4 in a row here in the triple double section. I doubt it. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. But you can if you're me. Let's go for 4 in a row. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays on the board for Monday's slate. All 7 games. Lots to get to. I'm going to be updating that premium Discord. You guys want to sign up for that. We also have NBA Bet Pro, a new tool at Stochastic here associated with OddsShopper that is just smashing right now. If you're into betting props, I try to talk about spreads, totals, props, everything on this video, but that is NBA prop centric. The NBA Bet Pro has been crushing. Sign up for that in the video description box below as well if that interests you, because it is an incredible tool. I think it could speak for itself. And then I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be giving you guys the goods for Tuesday's slate. Sign up for DraftKings too while you're at it. Bet $5, win $200 in bonus bets. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Monday.